Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. I wasn't sure I was going to come on, but I was like, I can do an hour or so and say hi to everyone. Always cheers me up. It does cheer me up. I do have a question, though. You pose this to the group. When you're young, you don't really want to wear a cheetah print, do you? Like, or zebra or any animal print. But something happens over the age of 50 where you're like, that looks cute. Like, I could wear that today. That's what I was looking at. Someone was kind enough to give me a gift card for a store. And I was looking, I was like, those zebra prints are kind of cute now. I'm like, Patty, what are you thinking? They weren't cute when you were 20. Why would they be cute now? But something changes in your brain and you're like, I could go cheetah. I don't know why. I think there needs to be research. You're like, that might hide my fat roll. I don't know. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hello from Tallahassee, Caroline. It's not nearly as exciting as being from Scotland at all. Golly. It looks like Scotland today. It was all gray. I don't know if it is still, but earlier today when I was at Mass, it was very gray and cold. And I was like, ooh, I'm just going to have soup when I go home. Oh, Sandra, that's nice that you were looking forward to today. That's nice. Thank you for saying that. Hi, Debbie Martin. How are you? Susan Hicks, hello. My talented friend who can pretty much do anything she listens to or sees. She can do anything. It's crazy. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Jebby. You didn't get a notification because I literally decided to do it 15 minutes before I did it. Does that make sense? Because I thought I could go home and I was like, no, Patty, you know you want to do this. Self-talk. Hi, Pepper. Hola. My spicy friend. 23 degrees and oh my God. What is it here? I mean, it was chilly. It's chilly in this office. It says 62, but feels like 56. I can see that. Guess what it's going to be tomorrow? I'm going to have a low of 37 and rain. And then Tuesday, a low of 31. All week, it's going to be chilly. Break out this jackets, Patty. It's exciting. Sorry about that minus 14 though. Sorry about that. Hey, Tater, Stone Girl. Hi from Sedona. Debbie's asking, has anyone watched It Ends With Us? I did not. I'm in my anti-Blake Lively mood. Oh, Becky, I make your day. Well, thank you. You guys make my day. I thought it would be fun to do before I go home and lay down. I was up really late. I was watching, I want to get the name right. Corbin. I think it's what is it? Harlan Corbin. Yeah, it is Harlan Corbin on Netflix last night, and I watched all of them. It's a new series out. I think it's 5 or 6. I like Harlan Corbin, mostly because whatever you watch of his, he's the writer. You don't know what's going to happen at the end. So I always enjoy that. I don't like knowing or figuring it out. At least I didn't figure it out. I didn't figure this one out either. A lot of times if you see him or his writings on Amazon or Netflix, you always hear, I feel like in the United States, you have to check and see what language it's going to be presented in because he does a lot of filming in Europe. And often there'll be like a bunch of Dutch actors or French or German. And I don't want to watch something that I find like really enjoyable or mysterious in a language that is not my own. I don't want to read it on captions, but this wasn't. And it was very good. I liked it very much. So if you do watch Harlan Corbin, I think you might enjoy it. Kat Donovan, that's right. You were watching that too, Kristen, with the character Kat Donovan. Missing You, I think, was the name. Yeah, it was very good. I thought it was very good. I had no idea. And I'm always trying, the whole time, I'm trying to figure out where they make flaws and where's the flaw in this? Where's the flaw in the storyline? I didn't catch it. Hey, Moonchild, nice to see your name here. Indy Nana, 27, feels like 19 in New Albany. So in New Albany, like I've shared with you before, a lot of my extended family is Louisville, Kentucky. And if you go through Ancestry and you look up marriage certificates, my grandparents, both sets actually, got married in New Albany because you could be very young and not need a parental signature. So they would go to New Albany, Indiana, get married, and then go back home and then share it with their family. My paternal grandparents got married there, and their parents made them get married in the Catholic Church afterwards. They had 2 weddings. But every time I think of New Albany, I think there's a casino there too, right? Isn't there a boat casino in New Albany that my aunts and I went to? Of course, I lost and they won. That's how it goes. Yeah, and there was like a huge tornado that came through while we were on this boat. Gorgeous sunny day in South Florida. Well, that's good because it's not here. You're in Indiana also, AC. Dallas is sunny and clear, but 39 degrees and super windy. It feels like 20. Wow. It kills me that Texas, I don't know why I think Texas should be warmer in the winter than it is. I know my son in New Mexico, he's like, what is it right now there? In Hobbs, it's always cold. Yeah, it's 50, but it's the desert. So tonight it'll be 21. Hello, everyone. A dog named Bo. The casino is down the river from New Albany. Thank you. I've only been on it once, the casino boat. It's fixed. It just sits there. It doesn't float. It's about to get cold AF and we're it is cold. Hi, Emery. How are you? It'll be down to 45. Your people, Debbie, will lose it. Oh, Kristen's making chili. It makes sense. It's a good day for it. We saw something yesterday for lunch and we saw $10 to $50 million yachts pass. It's crazy right now. Ooh, Indiana also. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. You've read all of Harlan Corbin's books. I've never read one book. I've only watched. I mean, that's what I should do for the ones that are filmed in Europe that are not English speaking. I should just get the books. Hey, Crazy Joe Lowe. Super cute. Oh, you like juror number 2. It was getting intense for me, so I had to stop watching it. Sometimes I get too involved. And I'm like, he's guilty. He should just, I don't know. I'm like, kind of the story. Well, at least I thought I did because I stopped like 15 minutes in. So I thought about looking up the ending before I finished it. But on Twitter, it's very, very popular. Juror number 2. And that kid was in, what was that name? Now I'm not going to remember it. He was in a movie with Hugh Grant. What is it? As soon as I saw him, I knew it. I can't remember. Something about a boy. But he was a little one. What was it called? About a boy. That's what it was called. It was called About a Boy. Oh, that's funny. About it was about a boy. It wasn't something about a boy. It was about a boy. I rarely read books because I can multitask. I do. When I say reading, that's what I mean. I don't sit and read a book anymore. I have books. We have hundreds of them here. I just can't sit and read them. It's so hard. Back when you could go to the video store and get DVDs, I got all the seasons of 24 and binge watched all of them in one weekend. You were stressed for weeks. I like 24. I do. You're in PA waiting for the snow to arrive. Our trash schedule got. Where are you in PA, Anne-Marie? I watch Homeland all the time. That's the only reason I keep Showtime, is so I can watch, and I just let it. It's more background noise now, but I love Homeland. I've always loved it. That and The Americans. I could watch that 100 times a year. Hi, Karen. How are you? I just became a grandma. Oh, nice. Congratulations. That is exciting. Baby boys. Good for you. Congratulations. I'm glad they're doing well. Hey, Wesley, how are you? Jury Duty series on Prime is a good break from real life crime shows. I'll have to look at that. Mod Squad and Chat Peeps. Nice. Your old neck of the Quakertown and Allentown. Yeah. We used to drive. I'm not sure if it's 611. Is it 611? Take 81. I think it's 81 to 611. And go around to Montgomery County and Bucks County. Because I used to be, when I was in the Air Force Reserves, I was at Willow Grove. And so my first ex-husband, we would drive Ring Around the Rosie and go up and over. You want to binge? I can't watch it. I have a really hard time watching Addicts. It eliminates a lot of TV shows, and I really have a hard time watching it. I just get too involved mentally. Like, there's just someone. Hi, Thumper. Thank you for your email. I appreciate it. It is 611. Okay, thank you. Your sister lives in Emmaus, not too far away, going to visit this coming weekend. Good for you. My daughter goes to Lidditz a lot, which is south. It's a good town. You've ordered a lot from Temu. I'm pleased with everything except for a jumper. I order from Temu. True story. My mood ring that I wear, because I have a mood ring. I was like, I want to get a mood ring. I have earrings from Temu, a couple sweaters that are actually quite nice. They've held their shape nicely. I just got a pair of shoes from Temu, driving shoes. You know, they have that thicker rubber sole. I love that, a flat. And they're very, very, very comfortable, shockingly so. What else did I get? Lipstick. I have it. It smells like cocoa, but it's pink. And I use a lip liner so it doesn't bleed. I've got lip liners from Temu. What else did I get? Oh, I get those liners for your air fryer. The parchment paper liners, got those. I get all my chargers, my phone chargers, because I buy them like 8 and 10 at a time. Because we keep them here in the office. I buy, what else did I buy that I was like, just a lot of little stuff, like clips for chips and stuff. I bought a meat thermometer, works nicely. I compared it to my non-digital. I bought hair brushes. What else did I get recently? I bought some florals, like silk florals that are quite nice. They feel nice. They don't feel polyester-y. It's nice. What else did I get? Stuff here, Mike. I just order a lot for like little things. I haven't ordered anything big that I can think of. It's just little stuff that I would get on Amazon, and I check there first. And I use, to pay it, I use PayPal or Venmo. I saw Moonchild, a husband was concerned about practices, which, I mean, if you order from Amazon, you're ordering from another country anyway, let's face it. But I use a third party to pay for it, so it's not my contact information. The only challenge with Temu is that it takes longer to get. It's really the only challenge. Oh, I got my husband a bracelet for Christmas. He likes it. I was surprised. I didn't know. Oh, I bought my, so these watch bands, I'm very particular about what touches my skin. And I just always feel claustrophobic. I don't wear necklaces. I don't wear posts. I know it's weird, but I just don't like it. So I wanted something that was elastic, like this is elastic and adjustable. Like if I don't like the silicone bands that come with a watch. And this is the newer watch and it's heavier. It's big, which I like. But so I ordered these. I ordered one. It was like $1.50. I was like, don't like it. I'll just give it away. And then I ordered like 10 in different colors for like $5. So I do have that. This has to charge some more. But I got my husband, he lost his cell phone and we got a replacement phone and I bought the case with the stand, which he loves. He's never had that. So I got a couple different colors. They're just so inexpensive. But I always suggest read the reviews because that's how you find out if something's very thin and poor quality. I wear a bright green, like Kelly green cable knit sweater. I got it from there. You would never know. You would never know I bought it from there. Do I think I'll be on later than 6? No. I set my alarm, Allison, for 5:30. So that works out really well. How are you? Put the owl on your keychain if you dare. Ooh, I should. Yeah, I still have your, I have to get an expander. I don't have it right at my hand, but Debbie sent me, to me, they're beautiful, but a owl and they're wooden beads, but I have to get an expander for my wrist is like a 30. It's like a waist for some people. So I need to get that. Yes, murder. You get Allison and Patty in the same night. You could go crazy shopping on Temu. Oh yeah. If I get the urge to shop, I'll do it there because it's so inexpensive. Let's talk the latest on Robert Adelson. So I shared that on the last show I did because I found it says sealed on it and I waited like a day. What was that, Monday? I waited a day, Monday or Tuesday. And so we've already talked about that. I read the what is it? The transcript of the in camera to learn that was Latin. And I took Latin. I didn't know that, which means just like in chambers without anyone else but the parties that are needed. But I don't even think Donna was present, right? Donna wasn't present for that meeting. But basically it says that Rashbaum, who was the attorney for Donna Adelson at the time, was concerned about Robert Adelson saying a slur. Are you freaking crazy? Man's a professional. He's a freaking surgeon. Rashbaum's just a crybaby whiner, and he's gone, so we don't really have to worry about it. But I just thought that was quite entertaining and belittling at the same time. So if you don't know, you're not allowed to have opinion testimony, which I think sucks. But that's as a trial watcher. I think people should be able to get up and go, yeah, I think my mother did it, without any restraint. Yeah. Obviously, that's not allowed, but I do think you should be able to. I do think victims' families should be able to get up prior to a conviction and go, yeah, she stuck him in a suitcase. I think you should. But no, who am I? Oh, I think it's Donna that said the racial slur. I didn't really get that because it's like, why would they want a racial slur? He was probably worried about whatever slur. Oh, Donna called his wife. That's not going to come in. But it should. Because they don't want that, because she was probably nasty. Because she was nasty to his wife. But that's what you can't have in. So what happened with that? That was back in the day. And I think that's part of the podcast that Robert participated in. And basically, Robert had asked the family what happened to Dan. Dan Markel was a victim of the murder here in Tallahassee, Florida, over on Trescott Drive in Benton Hills. And it's actually Benton Hill. It's not Benton Hills. Allegedly, his wife had involvement. She is an unindicted co-conspirator. Mother's in jail right now over at Leon County Detention Center. Looking a little spry with a little ponytail and her brand new blue jumper that she had on. And son, Charlie, is incarcerated, and that's fantastic in South Dakota. Knowing that his appeal, his little sly move, saying that he wanted the appellate court to remand basically back to the district court here and allow him to plead with a conflict of interest, but they said absolutely not. So everybody who thought, all these attorneys, oh yeah, it's a problem, it's a problem, it's a problem. Wasn't a problem, and he doesn't get to do it. You know why? It's because he signed when he had Dan Rashbaum right before his trial. He did sign a release. So nice try, Buttercup. Can't do it twice. Can't undo it. Anyway, Robert had asked the family after Dan was murdered and his burial, what happened to Dan? Does anyone know what happened to Dan? Like anybody would. Anyone would ask that. And they shut him down and wouldn't let him talk about it. So then he's like, oh, I know what happened to Dan. Some people would think it's a huge leap of an inference, but I believe if you had Donna Adelson as your mother, and as Robert so easily states, there's no one that looks after their interests more than my mother, which is crazy. I hope he's freezing. Yeah, he has a long time to wait for any court movement. So now, because of that, we don't have to worry about Donna's trial. Jury selection will be June 3rd of 2025, and hopefully the trial will start June 9th. So that'll be exciting. Robert did the Donna Sue voice last night. It made me oh, nice. I was watching, what did we do last night? We went to restaurant here called the Ale House, and then I've been suffering from fatigue, but I've been fasting, so it's probably where it comes from. I'm only eating one meal a day at like 4 o'clock, which I didn't eat today. So I think that's part of the fatigue, but I've lost weight, so I'm good. I'm going to continue to eat one meal a day. Richard Allen's defense attorney will be hitting the live circuit. He can hit whatever circuit he wants. The man's not getting out of prison either. Donna Sue is here to stay. Yep. Very exciting. Hey, Neely, can you come in? Come in where? I watched the 5 shows on it. Oh, good job. Oh, thank you, Lily. She's saying good job with the moderators on New Year's Eve. That was a marathon, wasn't it? 5.5 hours. I'm glad to see you get excited about cold weather. I love cold weather. We don't get much of it in South Texas. I have a couple of very short videos. Well, thank you, Skeeter Girl. Do you have a link to share? I have a couple of very short videos on my channel outside of Charlie's new prison home. No palm trees or ocean view. Yeah, but it is a dream bucket list for me to go to South Dakota, largely because of Little House on the Prairie, not because of Charlie Adelson. Claudia says, I thought I would share while at my granddaughter's Christmas concert at church. She said she wanted to climb up on the huge cross in the center of the church and take a selfie. I think that's adorable. Good for her. No one let her, I'm sure. Carl hasn't done a lot. He hasn't been live in a while since Charlie's appeal was denied. Just saying, possibly he'll do one soon. If Donna Sue was your mother, you'd have to survive on banana bread. Well, so Mom, what happened to Dan? She does an about face and go in the bathroom? Clearly, it's going to look is this the right word? Surreptitious? Like not copacetic? Supposedly, Donna Sue is teaching in jail, which is nice. I mean, it is nice. It's how she not gets beat up. He is honeymooning, yeah. You're a Luddite, Skeeter. I don't know how to send a link. Hold on. That's why they call it pulling things up on the fly. Just subscribed. What a cute photo of you. Thank you for letting us know, Skeeter Girl. I just shared it and just subscribed. Yeah, kindergarten. I mean, these people do need an education. I just watched her arrest video again. Can't imagine what she was thinking in the back of the car. Didn't know the driver was the bike guy from the bump. I can't imagine that she thought they could just put the windows down for her. That's what I remember of it. Hi, YB. How are you? That's what I remember. That she told everyone to take the can you roll the windows down? It's hot in here. Sure. Like, that's what I'm here for. That was funny when Georgia said that. And it was Carl Steinbeck said on that comment by Georgia Kappelman, where she said, that's what I'm here for. He goes, she's not really allowed to do that. She got away with it. I bet Charlie is missing his boat and warm weather now. I wish we could get like monthly photos of these prisoners. Once a year, or a new or a huge major look change isn't enough. It's not sufficient. Brad Simpson has a trial date February. It's not going to happen. I still go back to his brother, Bart, Imagine growing up and then being an adult with the name Bart Simpson. Bart is a gentleman. Bart came out and said, my brother needs to do something. And that's to Suzanne Simpson. She happened to be a real estate broker, and she dealt with what I like to call Lux properties or lush properties in Texas, outside of, I think it was San Antonio, right? And she's missing, likely hacked up into little pieces. And he has a smug freaking look on his mugshot. You have to go before the rain and it gets dark. Be careful. Granny Juju's making a granny square. So cute. You're staying up all night to watch the cases so you can catch up on. You, Little House of the Prairie. Well, some of their homes, it actually started in South Dakota. So they have a whole museum and one of those mud houses, a bog house that's in South Dakota. I just scheduled my alarm for when your alarm goes off. Good for you. I do set an alarm because otherwise I'd sit here rambling. Donna gave herself away publicly when she took a note from the burly stranger in the street and just carried on strolling to the school to collect the boys. That's the part that gets me. You just kept going. That is a woman who doesn't have any guilt. Like, she just doesn't, unless it suits her, she has no feelings. It's weird. I'm telling you, my kids would have just been like, you will never see these grandkids again. Did Pat Sanford, the pump guy, ask Donna, remember me? Yes. It was Pat Sanford who said that. Said, remember me. Did they? I've been here. I didn't know. I didn't want to look. Hold on. 20-13. I was playing the Giants. I mean, let's face it. Let's face it. My sister went to the Walton home in Virginia. So did I. I did it by accident. I was driving down 15 from Pennsylvania into Virginia, as my brother suggested, because I don't like the traffic of 81 South. And he was like, take this route. So I did. And it was, you don't know my love for Virginia, but it is the most beautiful state to me. I absolutely love it. I named my child's middle name is Virginia. And I was like, oh my God, this looks like Walton's Mountain. This is just amazing. And then like 3 miles later, there was the sign for the Walton's Mountain Museum. I bought it out. I bought so much stuff. T-shirts, recipe books, whatever gadget you could get, I bought. I was so excited. Love it. Your mother is Virginia. Oh, nice. I really love it. I wanted to call her Virginia, but he was not having it. I should have just done whatever the hell. Nowadays, I would have just done what I wanted and not asked him. But you live in Virginia. Big snowstorm coming. Orange Bowl. I know. But I have to tell you, I'm a Notre Dame girl. When it comes to Penn State and Notre Dame, I'm Notre Dame. Skipping out. Jesus, you. Gotta have it. The Golden Domers. Virginia is beautiful. When you go drive from North Carolina into Virginia, as soon as you hit the border, the state feels different. The trees are different. The air is different. Skyline. It is just so beautiful. You wanted to marry John Boy. I never had the hots for any of them, so that's good. But just the idea, just how they talk. If you ever get the opportunity to go through the Walton home, which was the original Hamner home, which is smaller than it looks on the the Waltons TV show, the image that is provided, that home, that set was also the Dragonfly Inn on the Gilmore Girls. It has had many new lives since the Walton set. However, when you walk in, the ladies who sit there, they're all volunteers. They sound just like the ladies who made the recipe in the Waltons. It threw me. I'm like, do you all really talk like this? The accent and the slow draw, it was epic. It was just so beautiful. I didn't want to leave. I would have just sat there. Whoever took the time to source all of those pieces when you walk in that living room, it is like you're in the Waltons living room. You just want to roll up and take a nap. It was amazing. Happy to know it's cold for Charlie. Jason Walton was so talented in real life. Ooh, John Boy asked one of your sorority sisters out in college. She said no. Frank Sinatra Jr. asked me out, and I said no. My sister almost killed me. Why would you say no? Why would you say no? Do the ladies call each other sister? No, but they have that same accent. It was just so beautiful. The day was beautiful. I'm glad no one was with me, that I would feel rushed, or I just walked around probably with my mouth open. Just like, how did I get here? It was just oasis. I can't even describe it. That show and Little House on the Prairie got me through COVID. I must have watched both series 50 times. It was always on our TV. 1 Degree in Scotland. It's actually crazy to reflect the Donnas, and I don't know why that doesn't. I don't think about it. I think that she deserves to be in jail. What's crazy for me is that Ghislaine Maxwell is like right across the street from about a mile down from our office. That's what's crazy to me. That Ghislaine Maxwell has been here for years. She's in the federal prison, FCI. Slays me. Your hens are named after the mothers on old television. So Olivia is your favorite. That's a great name, Olivia. The day I put an owl ornament on my tree last year is the day Donna was arrested. Ooh. Jen, Lawrence Fishburne, Mod Squad asked you out. Wow, no one's ever asked. I rarely got a date. I mean, I wasn't really looking though. Like, my first boyfriend was 20 years older than me, so I guess I wasn't really looking. When I watched the Waltons, I think my family was the Waltons. I just think it's so beautiful. I dated Elton John's brother, and I'm still friends with him. His name is Jeff Dwight. Get out. Did you meet Elton? He was a lot older than me, and I had a boyfriend. What happened to your boyfriend? Did you marry him? I was working the front desk at a hotel. Aw, how sweet are you, Lily? I cannot go. I actually have a closing on Thursday. If you find tickets to the Orange Ball, I'll buy your plane ticket and meet you. How sweet are you? Thank you so much, Lily, for that offer. Frank Sinatra Jr. I can't remember what he looks like. I gotta look it up. He was hot. I think his father is much hotter, but it's crazy how he looks nothing like his father now. When I go to Goodwill and see the crochet blankets they never use, I think about how sad it is. Oh, I buy them. We buy them to, we give oftentimes gift boxes to our clients. So I'll go get a blanket or something at Goodwill. Is he the one who was kidnapped? I believe so. Oh, let me show you. I just pulled up his Wikipedia thing. That's a heck of a name to live up to. I don't know. I mean, I know that they're big Italian, but I don't know that I would have wanted my child to be named Frank Sinatra Jr. It's a lot to give a kid. That's what he looked like. He doesn't look like that now. I don't think he looks anything like him. You met Greg Brady in Des Moines after my apartment burned down in med school. Not sure the topic we're on. It's on the fly. So appreciate your spirit and genuine pro tips. Well, you're welcome, KJ. I believe you would do it, Lily. It was very kind of you. Was your attempt at a joke? Liver lips. He's very different looking. But now he's like that. Oh, he died. So now he's not like that. He only died at 72. Oh, he's been dead a long time. I'm not paying for this Rolling Stone. Lord have mercy, Patty. I step in it, don't I? He's dead. Well, I didn't catch that. I'm trying to run the screen here. I'm trying to run the chat. I had stuff going. Oh, yeah, he doesn't remember you now. Oh, my God. You had lunch with Alice Cooper. Where's Bling? She has some stories. Bling knows Alice. I know. He's dead. It is. Oh, wow. My late brother-in-law was best friends with Jimmy Buffett, and they played music in the basement. That's crazy. Patricia is like, she's up here. I've met Kurt Cobain in 92 in the Ramada Hotel in Reading, UK. Who have I met? Very few. I can't even think of any right now off the top of my head. Mine are more sports people. No one really cares. Jimmy Buffett is dead too. Yes, he died a couple years ago, and he didn't put out his illness. Like, he didn't drain it from everyone. Bling knows everybody. Everybody and everybody. Huge Carly Simon and James Taylor fan. Carly is, I mean, how old is she? I saw a video of, I think it was her and her son singing. And I'm like, ooh, she was getting up there. I mean, oh, she's 81. Damn, she looks it. You met Burt Reynolds after an FSU football game many years ago. Everyone said here he went to FSU, Burt Reynolds, and he helped the players out when they had no money. So he bought team uniforms. There was also a dorm apartment complex. It's Burt Reynolds, but I think they've taken it down now. It needed too much work. But yeah, Burt Reynolds was a big deal here. The private detective who Courtney Love hired has been doing some brilliant podcasts. What's the link, Murder? I'm so late, but my grandkids were here and I've had to love every minute. Oh, bless you. You've met. That's funny. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's funny. Thank you, Shelley. Oh, you met Bert when he went to the hospital with a foreign body in his eye. He was very nice. I think I've got pics with most of the people you've mentioned, says Blaine, including Gerald Ford and G.W. Bush. I saw Jackie O at the ballet. I bet she was beautiful to look at. She looked like a mannequin. That's funny. Shelley got me. That was funny, though. Your cousin was Red Skelton, your second cousin. I don't have any famous people. I have nothing. I have nothing. I met Joe Paterno at Penn State one day, and he asked me how I was doing in school. Aw. Well, I met Bobby Bowden. I met Mickey Andrews. So Mickey Andrews is our iconic older defense coach. And he and Bobby really did create a dynasty here. So I saw Mickey Andrews a few weeks ago. And he was like, hey, Patty. Like, Mickey Andrews knows my name. I didn't have a badge on. Like, gave me a hug like he knew me. So he listens to my radio show. But I was so thrown by that. I was like, why are you listening to my little show? Ooh, makes me embarrassed. Your husband did the OMAD diet, Patty. I don't know what that is. 1 meal a day. Oh my God. Extreme form of intermittent fasting where individuals consume one meal a day. I had no idea. Oh yeah, you would know a lot. Jebby, you would know a lot working at a front desk at a I can't even. Why me? I can't. Tom Grant is her Matt Beal Limitless. I have to look at that. Thanks, murder. OMAD, 1 meal a day. What did you take at school, Anne-Marie? Did you take at Penn State? 1 meal a day is hard for people with blood. I don't. I've been to a physician. I don't have blood sugar issues. But if I'm like, what I chose to do is if I'm really feeling hungry, I always keep gum with me because the chewing thing is off the chart. I have to chew. But I'll take one of those Premier protein shakes or what is that? Just any really protein shake, the Power something. But that's it. You're too hungry to get an acronym. I am. No, I'm not. I don't feel hungry right now. That's the thing. As much as I love food, and I love food, usually junk food. I'm not a foodie person. My food is clearly trash. I mean, if it comes out of a box, it's for me. I really do. But I haven't felt really hungry. Yesterday, our little church bought a bigger church, and we were doing cleanup inside and out, and the church was kind enough to feed everybody at lunch. I didn't eat. I was like, I'm not even hungry, and I'm not eating a sub in front of all of you. It's bad enough that I'm in here cleaning and bending over and wearing, like, I really try to stay this. My hair stayed good. My makeup stayed good. So, but I was like, I really don't want to be in front of people and eat right now because when I eat that 1 meal a day, it's scarfing. But I didn't eat. I had subs and stuff. Like, I'm not ruining my fast on that. And I think that's part of the change is I'm very cognizant of that. If I'm going to waste my daily calories and it's only at one sitting, I'm going to eat something I really want. So last night I had a baked potato and steak. That's what I ate. It was good. How long have you been doing this? December 15th. Am I losing on one meal a day? I really am. I am losing it. And I'm losing it, which weird too, Leslie, is I'm losing it in different places than I would if I were on like Slim Fast or something. I had to have several surgeries a long time ago, hysterectomy, my gallbladder and appendix out. So when you do that, your muscles don't really come back, especially if you sit on your ass all day like I do. And I just had this like right under my ribs, like this paunch just here. It wasn't like apple shaped or anything. It was just kind of sticks out a bit. And so that's going down. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even notice it at first. And then I think Scott and I were talking about it on the radio on Friday. And he's like, you really have. And I know. I said, but it's so different. And then I touched my stomach. I was like, God, it's just a different feel. I don't know why. I don't know if it's in my head. I haven't taken measurements, but it's true. You should take Nature Made. I do take a B complex. I take a B12. I'm not on keto. Okay. I eat what I want, one meal a day, not keto. If I wanted a milkshake and a burger, I'm eating it. I'm eating exactly what I want, one meal a day. It has nothing to do with health. Okay. The food is not like, I'm not trying to be sustained or eat so many, what are they called? Macros? Not. If I'm going to eat one meal a day, it's going to be about 1,400 calories and it's going to be exactly what I want. But it really hasn't. I'm not sitting, I don't know why. I have no idea. Holy Spirit, maybe, got nothing. But I'm not sitting here dreaming of food for 4 o'clock. Because today I didn't get it. I'll get food when I get home. I do not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking about food. I'm not dreaming of food. There are times here I have to chew. So I have I get these at the dollar store. And this is so good, little packs of gum. And it helps the chewing thing. You had heart failure in January 2024. Flu attacked your heart and lost 40 pounds. What good thing. Oh my God. My aunt had that. She got a virus in her heart and she had congestive heart failure. Bless your heart. When your what started feeling looser? I realized my one meal a day was working when something started feeling looser when I put it on car. I'd like a Manhattan and a chopped salad from the beach bar in Central Beach, but it's too chilly. I had Bailey's when I was watching Gavin and Stacey's Christmas special. But I don't really, it's one glass is not going to kill me. She put on her car, Brianna. You put your car, her seatbelt, bless it. She is multi-talented, Eric. Wasn't it snug? See, I think that, and then today in the chapel, I had my black vest on and I felt completely obese. It was a very tight room. There were a ton of people in there and I felt like a whale sitting there. I'm like, I felt so claustrophobic. I was like, please, mass has got to end soon because I can't take it. It was tough. It was a tough day for me in that mass. I didn't like it. And I'm on the end. I'm like, oh. Who is Gavin and Stacey? It's a TV show on BritBox. And it's how James Corden, who was on the Late Show, got his start here in the United States. Oh, planes are tragic. What they do to people. I mean, they'll shorten those seats another inch just to make $1,000. My fave is when I sit in my plane and have to adjust your seatbelt way down. Good for you. It is a good reward. I've never been to the point, if I did fly, that I had to ask for an extender. I never have, but I could imagine that would be tough. And I was big. I was over 300 and I didn't need to. Did you feel like you were sitting in the middle? Yes. And I was on the end. There was just a woman next to me and I had a vest on. Like, I won't wear a big coat in a building where someone will be next to me because it's touching. I didn't want to touch, but I was like, I'm going to have to take this vest on or I'm leaving off. It just was getting worse by the minute. The benefits come from fasting, not what you eat. Good. You met Gloria Steinem in 89. Good for you. That would be epic too. When I'm in Florida, wait, let me go back to this. The only thing I eat is grouper with a salad and a Long Island iced tea. I'm in Florida. I don't get grouper much. I used to get it at Bonefish, but it's hard to find grouper here, to be honest. Hi, Kathy. Patricia answers, can I recommend another British comedy which is superb? It's called Him and Her. Let me look at that. Oh yeah, I've never seen that, but I'll watch it. I like Fleabag. That's hilarious. I've never watched Absolutely Fabulous, but I probably should. What is grouper? It's a whitefish. BJ's has an amazing grouper. We have a BJ's here. My sister-in-law, Chris is my husband's sister, did the Fresh from Florida logo here when she worked for the state. And she's a master's in marketing, and that was her claim to fame. And she eventually sold seafood. Once she left the state, she sold seafood and went around to all these, vendor events and sold seafood. So I'll ask her where to buy the seafood, because oftentimes it's not, it's farm raised or whatever. Or here locally, it's happened. People try to sell grouper as grouper, that's not grouper. So she's really good about finding out what's real and what isn't. But I like a white fish. You loved Absolutely Fabulous. Nice for you. Zero seafood in your diet. Oh, I would, dude. If I love seafood, but I'm very picky about it because I don't want to get sick. Fab is a must-see. The Getaway Bar and Grill has a delicious grouper. Susan, have you been down to Trident in Wacoa County? In Panacea? I want to go, but I don't want to go. Does that make sense? I want to try it, but I don't want to try it. I don't want to drive it. Check out Grumpy Bill's in St. Pete. Best grouper sandwich. That's what I'm at. Oh, you have been. Paradise Due South. Tried it. Is awesome. So they also own Backwoods Crossing, and they used to own another one, which I really like, another Backwoods, but they sold it. Now it's like some smoke shop or some nonsense. But they're going to be on Guy Fieri show, Diners and Drive-In. It's not a dive by any stretch, Backwoods Crossing. They also own the Trident. Titty Bang Bang is good, says Patricia. One of the women on it does a great impression of Tom Cruise. Oh, I love crab. but I'm not working for it. I need a crab cake. I'm not putting my hands in a crab, no. My son lived in St. Pete, and there's a place near the water that's great fish. I love it. I love a fish sandwich. I love a crab. What do you mean by BJ's? BJ's, what do they call it? It's a brewery here. You like what I lied to you? That's Rob. Isn't that Rob Brydon on that? You've not been to it. Chilean sea bass. Here's my challenge with that. It's not really Chilean sea bass. That is one of the greater marketing tools of all times. It's like some what is Chilean sea bass real name? Hold on. It's Patagonian toothfish. That's the real name of a Chilean sea bass. I like cocktail sauce. There used to be a place here called, oh, what am I going to mess it up? Where Bumpus is. Help me, Susan or Shelly. Please help me. They would just have, what is it called? Yes, Calico Jacks. Thank you, Paradise. Thank you. They had like picnic tables in there. And you could get oysters, which were very good. The guy ended up killing himself. It was so sad. But I love that place. Cheap beer, Rolling Rock. It was exactly what you would think a Florida bar restaurant would look like. It was fabulous. And they would just have the best cocktail sauce sitting on the table. And I would ask for like 100 saltines, and I would eat cocktail sauce and saltines. It was great. Nickel beers, that's what it was. Yeah, it was fabulous. Very sad. You like Downton Abbey. You went to Highclere Castle, ran into the Countess Fiona. She was very nice. Good for her. Yeah, back in college. Well, I wasn't in college, but it sat for a little while, and then a gentleman who owns Gordo's, which is a Cuban restaurant, opened it up as Bumpus. I like Bumpus. After COVID, and we shut down for 3 months in Florida, not very long. That's where I wanted to go for French fries and beer, was Bumpus. That was my number one spot. Does Tallahassee have good seafood restaurants? I think so. I do. I think seafood is plentiful here. It's expensive but we have the coast. Apalachicola was the oyster capital of the world, and if you go further south from Tallahassee to Wakulla County and then on to Franklin County, where Apalachicola is located, there's fabulous seafood. Really, really good. You met David Cassidy when, nice. I bet that was exciting. Sarah Boone has started to look like Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs, where she's standing in a cell talking to Clarice. How far would I have to drive to eat gator? Like 5 minutes. Gator tail is a thing here. Gator tail, and then they often have like these gator bites where you dip it into a hot sauce. Hot sauce and fish is very popular. So yeah, I think we have good seafood here. Shrimp is banging. I like shrimp. The only seafood you like is fried clams. That's hard to find here. Fried clams are tough. Patty, do I have a P.O. box? I'd love to send you an Australian souvenir. I have a mailing address that I give out. It's our business address. So I don't have a P.O. box, but I do have a mailing address. And I can I do that? I think I can do. I can put it up, Karen. I don't know if they let me post that. I'll have to find out. I just got excited. Oh, hi, Mickey. How are you? Also want to eat dinosaur. It does. They really do look like dinosaurs, don't they? I've never eaten gator that I know of and don't intend to try. Because I'm not a foodie. I have the palate of a 12-year-old. I have no intention of trying new things. Where my kids, all three of them, they'll eat. It's so hard to believe because I didn't do that for them growing up, and they'll try anything. I'm like, not. Best French fries, pomfrets ever in Dunedin. I believe they are fried in beef tallow. It's fab. Dunedin has some really nice restaurants. That's north of Clearwater. Hi, Laura. How are you? I do have the palate of a 12-year-old. Like, it didn't expand beyond that. And even smoking cigars, the guys will say, Patty, the more you smoke, the more you'll. No, it's not like that. I'm the opposite of that. I want a basic cigar that isn't going to make me think I'm sucking down an ashtray and likely never happening. Just finished watching Gavin and Stacey. Oh, I'm so glad, Chris. I think it's hilarious. You got to watch it like 12 more times to find all the hidden jokes. Ruth Jones is really a fabulous comedian. Happy Sunday, Laura. They're talking about bringing beef tallow back for fried foods instead of using like peanut oil, which I like peanut oil. Hello, Mickey. Hi, excited. Let's see. Who said Sarah Boone looks like Hannibal Lecter? That's hilarious. She does. It's a mess. The woman is insane. I tried to get her phone calls from Orange County Sheriff's Department. They weren't having it. They were like, oh, there's a statute that says her phone calls aren't public. Every other county in the state will do it, but Orange County. Your daughter has secured a holiday to Morocco. 3 weeks, time for 4 days at 150. Well, apparently it's really good because I can't go to Miami for $150. So yeah, it's good. We crossed from Spain and the Rock of Gibraltar. I would just be like, take me to Casablanca and be done with it. Let me die there. Humphrey Bogart's my favorite actor, so other than like dead actor. Liam Neeson's my favorite living actor. You just use rendered beef tallow when processing venison. It gets easier to find. Your great uncle was the Dean of Westminster. I just watched Princess Catherine's The Carols special, and because I believe you don't have Westminster, like what is it? The Archbishop resigned recently, so the Dean of Westminster was speaking. He has a beautiful voice. Sounds almost like human trafficking. Going to Morocco for $150. Donna cannot go to Vietnam. Absolutely not. I read it today, an article, Patty, that these really expensive condos are all Miami Beach are sinking 2 to 3 inches. Well, that's why if the condos are built, I forget what the new statutes are. The condos are built, I think, before 2003. They have to go through multi-million-dollar renovations. because of that sinking. I think it was the Sunrise condo that just collapsed while people were in it and living in it. So the condo market's really tough right now because people are getting assessments per condo for like $200,000 and $300,000, and they just don't have it. I just can't with Humphrey Bogart, but he was the best dressed man in the room. I just love him. I mean, for a man who was as small, like stature-wise, height, like he was, to be able to carry a room the way he did is amazing to me. You don't see the attraction to Jimmy Stewart. He's just very talented. I do. But I love old movies. I sit and watch Tubi, T-U-B-I, all the time, and 1940 classics. Did I hear the Breaking Bad house is for sale for 3.9? I didn't. Let me look it up. So that's a show I didn't watch, but good for them. Infamous Breaking Bad house goes up for sale for $4 million, more than 10 times its estimated value. Its 1,900 square foot property in Albuquerque is not listed online. Well, then, the house isn't worth $4 million. That is a woman who has a dream. I think Katharine Hepburn's townhome, what is it on Turtle Bay? Turtle Bay in New York City is for sale. Oh no, it was. It was listed. I think it's sold. It's sold for $7.2 million, which I think is low. So, oh no, it hasn't sold. Who has $7.2 million to share with me? It's what it is. Oh, what a woman. Katharine Hepburn's townhome. Obviously not her furnishings, but she loved the fireplace. She was known to say there were two kinds of people in the world: people who loved a fireplace and people who didn't love a fireplace. And she loved a fireplace. And she said that she didn't trust people who didn't like a fireplace. Beautiful. Smart. Because this is so narrow to have a banquette. It's really smart. Is there a fireplace in every room? Look at that door. I love this. How they cut out the carpet. Oh, it's a rug. It's not cut. No. Yeah, it's a rug. They just have it cut. Smart. Look at that archway. Oh my God. We don't have archways like that here, okay? How beautiful is this? Look at the steepness of these steps. That's some high. Oh my goodness. That bathroom's huge. Damn. Absolutely Fabulous is excellent, especially when the Visit France makes me laugh just thinking about it. Check out the Marlo Thomas. Oh, I will. My ringtone for my daughter is that girl. Wow. Who gets a foot like that? Let me find it on. Is it not listed? The old listing? 6.5 acre estate. Dude, I think we all need a talk show. Trying to find the actual listing so it makes sense. You could see. Oops. Time to go soon. Let me show you this. This is beautiful. 6.68 acres. 6.6 acres. Imagine driving up to that. $27 million. 400 feet of private ocean frontage on the Long Island Sound. It was once home to Betty Davis and Paul Newman separately. And it's poised to set a local record as it fetches over $25 million. It was built in 2007, which is credible. Look at that. Girlfriend has some taste. Oh, they sold the property in 2013 to current owners who attempted to sell it in 2020 but took it off the market. These 4 little chairs. These 4 little chairs down here. Dang. Koi pond. That's smart. So there's no attic. So they have all of these vents along this wood roof. Smart. Obviously, the guy knew what he was doing. Wow, look at this. Holy majoli. I don't care. Beautiful home. We all need a talk show. How do I get a talk show? No attic. Not in that room, there wasn't one. I mean, there's attic in the rest of the house, but not in that room. So no attic, so you don't want it. Look at the apartment in, okay, let me look. Phil Donahue. Trying to find it where it's not all ads. Is this it? I can't get on it. I'll have to do it another time. Oh, here it is. No, it's making me watch all their ads, so I can't do that right now. I wonder how she's doing since Phil died. Have you guys ever seen that episode of the Phil Donahue show when they meet? Here it is in House Beautiful. Let me see if I can get on House Beautiful. Not without watching 7,000 ads. I'll have to pull the photos and do it. I really wish some of these women would stay off the Botox. I will look for it. I'm going to go so that it's 5:30, so I can go home. Connecticut is rocky, not so much subsidence. You're giving me big words. Well, even Kathy Lee Gifford, when Frank Gifford died, she sold their home. She was like, why should I be here? Chef Jean Pereira has a YouTube video. My dad grew up on a farm of plucking birds. I'm thinking wet substrate, settling problems. Who needs a mansion? Do we have to ruin it for me? It's like, do we have to? What the hell is with the bear? Correct about butter. Try the Amish butter local. It was love at first sight. Like, they're so smitten with each other when they meet. It's very cute. It's very, very cute. I buy the Kerrygold butter. I look like a pervert walking on the beach in a trench coat. You can handle it, Patty. I want to go to Maine, but I know I would freeze my buns off. Have a great evening. I'm going to go turn you over to Allison. Could a mod perhaps post the link to Allison's live at the end? Let me do it. Right here to my good deed for the day. There is Allison's link. I just posted it. Oh, you're welcome. Have a great day. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I have was working on the Alexander real estate properties, you know, the gang rapers. So them and Corey Richens. I was working on their real estate homes and maps. So we'll talk about those probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Hi, Susan. Thank you all. Take care. Enjoy Allison. I'm going to go home so I can eat. It's amazing. You're disgusted about an obnoxious job. Oh, I know, dear. I know it's tough, Hope. I don't understand judges and their thinking that no one should do proper time for a murder. And it's rampant right now. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me and just having a chat. Really appreciate it. Have a great night. Enjoy Allison. Bye-bye.